Hello, welcome back to another game on Arena, or actually 3 games in one video, and this is like an in-between upload for me, because Clown3000, that is MbL, he played yesterday against John Slow in a total of 3 games. This is the 3rd game, that's the only really serious one. The others I'm going to show you quickly what's happened at the end of this video, but now we're going to cast the first game in a long time that MbL played, random map, 1v1 rated games on Arena. I think at least, I don't know about any games that he played on Arena 1v1 before, other than the tournament game against the Viper, I think. That was like Escape or something. Ooh, and taking 2 sheep. That's not too nice for him. We have MbL with a 2k4 plus rated account. I think it's the MbD account. And John Slow here is Aztecs against Indians, playing with a 2k1 plus rating at the moment in green. And he's got a really good map with the Aztecs, so that's why this game is actually a serious one, because Civ advantage obviously for John Slow, and he should know how to play this. MbL is going to try and fight against this. We have the main stone, the main gold, and the second gold, all safe in the back for Terra. We have 4 deer inside, 2 sheep yet to take. The boars are inside as well, that's the first one, second one is inside. The third gold is outside as well as the second stone, but he's got a really nice back base, and he should be able to defend this if he's getting rushed in some way, and he should be able to boom up and get all the resources that he needs if he's allowed to. Now MbL on the other side has what? We have a second gold safe in the back, a little bit of space, a few wolves here, that's never really nice. Main stone on the side, we have the main gold quite far forward, second stone forward outside, close to the main gold, and there's the third gold also outside. Extra gold here, not so far away from MbL, that's not really gonna help him too much, and MbL is clicking up to Feudal Age on, that's 19 population, doing loom. This is a tower rush build, and we're going to see the trash here. 8:54 uptime, this is really early on, and now MbL will try to do as much damage as possible. 2 villagers on the berries only, because the others he's sending forward, and 4 villagers on stone, pretty much the standard build order I guess, and I think on Arabia it's pretty much the same here. John Slow, how are you going to react? Terra is not going for the trash here, thank God. I would have not liked to see the Aztecs. Could be a strong trash, but a double trash would be really not what I want to have in this game. And like this, we have the tower coming up, we have the villagers attacking the walls already, and Terra is immediately moving his villagers, 5 of them actually, to take the main stone, which is safe in the back. Terra should be able to defend this. First tower is up, the walls almost going down, but John Slow is also not far away from being at Feudal Age. He is just in case walling the left hand side already, now putting a few palisades on the other side here towards the TC, and MbL is moving forward. What can he see? What does he know? He's sending the scout forward now. He can see the houses here. This is a watchtower coming up. Watch John Slow is up to Feudal Age, and MbL immediately knows, no, that's not a tower I will get up. Too many villagers from Terra on this green tower here, and like this, there is a tower on the left hand side on that wood line, another one in between tower to make the villagers and the tower safe, an outpost actually up, and you can see Terra finished the walls here, and he's going for another watchtower on the other side, and John Slow has enough stone on the bank for yet another tower if he needs one. And MbL cannot really go in here. He's going to try and put a tower up. They could be in range of each other, but John Slow doesn't have a blacksmith yet, so the villagers should be able to finish this tower, fletching on the way for Terra. And now we have a little bit of a tower war on that side here, but Terra is pretty safe here. Ooh, and MbL tried to go for the attack on the tower, but is getting hunted down by the Eagle Warrior. John Slow still 5 villagers in stone. That's actually too much at this point in the game. He should switch them over to food, I guess. Food would be a good idea. Doesn't have a lot of farms. He has a mill to put a few farms around. I guess not forward, because there is that watchtower, but behind that, market coming up for John Slow as well. I guess he wants to go up to Castle Age earlier than MbL. He should be able to do so. Let's see how MbL is looking at home. Resources are very low for him, obviously. Blacksmith is up as he has the fletching upgrade. 2 villages on stone now. That should be enough here, actually. And do we have any buildings coming up other than the tower? He lost that watchtower here. He's building another one. Both players have fletching though, and John Slow is also repairing. So MbL is trying to go with the pure tower rush, pure tower rush here, and is not doing as much damage as he would like to do, I guess. The thing is, John Slow usually knows how to defend against the trash. He's played that so often, probably more often than any other player in this pro scene. And now he's clicked up to Castle Age, gonna be there 20-25, which is a pretty good uptime in my opinion. Of course, Aztecs have a very strong economy, and there's a double barracks coming up for him. Let's see how MbL is going to do this. Now there is 3 towers, 4, 5 towers up, but nothing else. MbL is not going for any military buildings forward. Instead, he is gathering the resources to click up to castle age as well. And you can see he's not so far behind. That's roughly a minute and a half. And he's got 4 more villagers. That makes sense here. So we are going to see, hopefully, an interesting castle age. Not sure if anybody's going aggressive. We're going to see eagles from Jon Snow, at least a few. He's then 2+2 Eagle Warrior on the way as he is up to castle age. A siege workshop coming up to get rid of these towers. I guess we won't see mangonels, but rams here. First ram on the way. And now Jon Snow should probably put a TC here on that main gold. Would be a really nice position. And maybe one somewhere in the wood line here. Or maybe even go to the back more. And for now he doesn't have the wood to go for TCs. Boso and Wheelbarrow coming in from MbL. In the meantime, he's losing the towers, which is not too bad for him, I guess. Does MbL have any extra TCs coming up? Not that I can see. He's got villagers forward again. Oh, the villagers didn't really go back. There's a stable now with camels. And we're going to see camels against eagles? Not sure what is better here. I think the eagles have a little bit of a bonus, but the camels have 100 HP. And we're going to see a little bit of a fight. But I think Jon Snow, with only 2 Eagle Warriors, cannot really do a lot of damage here. So MbL should be fine. Siege Workshop is up. And looks like MbL wants to stay aggressive. He does not want to put this into Imperial Age. At least not without putting up a fight. Because the Aztecs probably will be stronger in Imperial Age. If you get enough Elite Eagle Warriors out, you should be fine. That's my guess, at least. And now that last tower is also going down because Jon Snow, of course, has an easier time to mass all the eagles compared to a few camels here from the Indians. Camels are strong, but they cost food, and of course more food than the Eagle Warriors from the Aztecs here. MbL has a TC up on that wood line in the second goal. I like the TC spot. Is he going for a third TC as well? I don't see it. No, it's only 2 for now. Resources looking good. He might be able to click up to Imperial Age quite soon. Not sure what he can do with it, but it's possible. And Jon Snow, probably 3 TCs now up and running. Yeah, perfect. 1 on that gold as expected, and another one actually close to the stone on the wood line. So Jon Snow picked the exact spots that looked good to me, and that's fine for me because I'm the noob here. We have a siege tower coming up, and Jon Snow is moving in. He's going to counter-attack here. That's Eagle Warriors +2 defense, +1 attack done. And MbL is quick walling, but the castle is coming up in time. So MbL is fine here. A siege workshop coming up behind that. And like this, the Eagle Warriors can't really do a lot. They're just jumping back over the walls. And then what? I guess then Jon Snow should go for the boom as well. Should concentrate more on that. He's got 900 wood in the bank. Needs more farms. Put a lot of villagers off from gold. Put them on farms, or maybe from wood. And for now, both players have a few units around. Jon Snow actually picked up 2 relics already. I didn't even show the relic positions, but I think there were 3 close to Jon Snow as far as I remember. And MbL is now on the way to Imperial Age, while Jon Snow just doing Wheelbarrow. The question is what we're going to see. Now, MbL knows about eagles. That means hand cannoneers might be an option. I don't think we're going to see elephant archers. It would be fun, but it's unlikely. The camels are not really the best options, because what do you want to do with camels against mesosivs? They don't have cavalry, so you never have a counter here. And then the question is, what else can the Indians do? I imagine we could see bombard cannons later on. Scorpions coming up, that's also a nice choice, and I'm pretty sure heavy scorpions should then be available for the Indians. I don't know, but I think they probably have that, as MbL is going for a few scorpions here. Archrange coming up, and the university's up already. MbL will be able to click chemistry and go for some upgrades that he needs, maybe. Not sure what the eco upgrades look like. We have chemistry on the way. Shatagni, what's that doing? Is it a +1 range on the hand cannoneers? I think so. So MbL is gonna have pretty strong hand cannons here against Jon Snow, almost up to Imperial Age, against the soon-to-be elite Eagle Warriors. Jon Snow a little bit low on food still, a lot of gold in the bank. Castle and double siege workshop coming up here, and so there's a few more barracks. Villager-wise, 78 against 71. Jon Snow is ahead, and farm-wise, yeah, he needs more farms. Finally coming up here, a little bit late. Iron casting, capped ram, conscription. Looks like Tara might want to go for elite Eagle Warriors and siege rams here. Capped ram production starting, and we have a lot of gold still in bank for Tara. In the meantime, MbL on the other side of the map is preparing hand cannoneers. +1 range is done, +1 defense as well. And now I want to look, do we get heavy scorpions for the Indians? No, not available, so no heavy scorps. I was wrong here, and I guess most of you knew probably that they didn't get the heavy scorpions. But bomber cannons are around, elite Eagle Warrior on the way, and if MbL can mass enough hand cannoneers, Jon Snow might need to switch into onagers here, maybe even siege onagers. If he can do it, that's fine for him, but Doesn't look like it's going to be easy, as he's investing into Elite Eagle Warrior upgrade is done, and he still is low on food here. 800, 900 gold in the bank. Now food count is going a little bit higher, and he just bought 300 food. Oh, siege trams on the way. Makes sense. 3 siege trams moving forward, a siege tower with a few eagles inside, but that's a good amount of hand cannoneers. It's like 25 maybe, and numbers are rising. So these hand cannoneers will be able to take care of rams, not in a very short time, but won't take them forever. And with the bombard cannons behind that, should be able to do quite some damage on those siege rams now. Problem is, MbL doesn't really have a lot of melee units, and I think he needs some trash units in front. Stables coming up, that means probably light cap for MbL on the way. And MbL now 89 against 90 villagers, so pretty much neck and neck. But the siege rams are moving so fast, as there are 6 Eagle Warriors inside. Yes, first bombard cannon going down. Trebuchet is falling fast here. That's a decent fight for Chinslow, but at the same time he's losing a lot of these Elite Eagle Warriors to the hand cannoneers. That's still a big group of hand cannons. That's like, what is that, more than 30 hand cannoneers here. And the Eagle Warriors are falling really fast. They're doing a good amount of damage, one by one, but in that group you don't really want to fight this. And instead, we might even have to see onagers, but wait, Garland Wars on the way, and I just saw Boatkin Arrow. Is it for the castles only? It's possible, or are we going to see maybe Elite Skirmishers? That's an option at least. Bracer on the way, so we might see Skirmishers for Chinslow here. No crossbowman actually, he's going for Arbalest. Interesting, it makes sense somehow, because Chinslow still has a lot of gold. He's got 4 relics in total, so he's got a good amount of gold coming in from the relics as well. He's taking that gold in the back. He's moved out to the 3rd gold here on the side, which MbL is not attacking. And we have that castle now from Chinslow going down quite fast actually. No villagers around, so he's going to lose the castle. He's moving back here, is waiting for Arbalest upgrade and for a lot of crossbowmen soon to be Arbalest to be able to fight this, I think, and then put Eagle Warriors into siege rams and follow up with the Arbalest. It should be a good counter, or a decent counter to what MbL is doing now. Might need to see pikemen soon, because Hussar upgrade is done, and those Hussars, they can do a lot of damage, and they're actually decent in 1v1 against Elite Eagle Warriors as far as I remember. Not too bad at least. And MbL now with 54 against 58 military units, pretty much neck and neck everything. This is a really good game. Of course, Chinslow has the score lead here, but it's not like anybody is winning this at this point in the game. MbL is looking good at home, never was raided. This is a little bit open. He's also putting another TC on that extra gold, which is a very good idea, but now the siege rams are moving forward. MbL has to retrieve their bombard cannons, and I think he needs to put the Hussars in front of the bombard cannons, but he's not doing that. He's retreating them way too far away, and there is only 2 bombard cannons left. They can do some damage, but now the Eagle Warriors are getting dropped out, and we are having a massive battle between the 2 players here. The Arbalest should be able to do a lot of damage on the hand cannoneers. At the same time, the Elite Eagle Warriors will go down really fast. The siege rams are actually not dying, as you can see. They have pretty good HP, and now Chinslow is moving forward and is getting rid of the military buildings. At the same time, he's moving the trebuchets behind his army to attack that castle at the same time. And MbL is a little bit in trouble here, because he lost a lot of military units now. A lot of the Hussars went down. These brought his hand cannoneers to security in the back, but he's losing military buildings now, he's losing ground, and his numbers are not looking too good. At this point in the game, Chinslow, with a good amount of resources in the bank, is definitely the favorite to win this. You can see the score lead, 2k4, 2k5 point difference, more stables on the way, but MbL doesn't have a lot of food in the bank. I guess he needed to have even more villages here, and even though those are cheap for the Indians, you just need the time and resources to get a lot of them. And right now he's losing here, MbL 1 TC, a lot of military buildings, and there's the hand cannoneers standing underneath the TC, but they're getting attacked by the Arbalest, and 8 range for both units means the siege rams will be able to do a lot of difference here, as they can soak up a lot of damage even from the hand cannoneers. That was a nice ungarrison from MbL, getting a lot of Hussars out to attack these Arbalest. The Arbalest is pretty much doomed. There is not a lot of them remaining. It means MbL will be able to save quite a good amount of his hand cannoneers. And the Hussars with 2+4 pierce armor against 10 attack, they are soaking up a lot of arrow damage actually without getting too low on HP. And we have Chinslow though going into MbL space now with a few Elite Eagle Warriors to start and raid. They have 9+8 attacks, so villagers will go down quite fast here. And also trebuchets are moving forward. The cast of course went down before. Elite Skirmishers finally on the way. Chinslow probably low on gold, or not so heavy on gold as any longer, but still 800 plus in the bank, which is good. And MbL now with a lot of Hussars here, but 83 military units from Terror. You can see the trebuchets now hitting the TC, the siege rams following up, and MbL MbL only has the bombard cannons available and doesn't have gold to produce them. So siege against no siege, we know how this is going to end. Elite skirmishers won't even do a lot of difference because there's still so many armorists in the field. The pikemen should be very helpful against the hussars. Problem for Jon Snow though is he split up his army between the armorists on the other one side and the trebuchets and siege trams on the other. MbL could try and use all his army on one side of Jon Snow's attack, but he's calling the GG, he's losing too much ground, and I didn't even see that there was a lot of raiding going on. Eagle Warriors even behind there, 76 villages only. So Jon Snow taking the Aztecs against Indians game here makes sense. He was able to use the better civilization and win this game against MbL. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'm going to show you the stats very quick and then quickly go through the other two games. And after that, I'm gonna call it. Let's see the achievements here. Just going quickly through those. And you may fast forward a few seconds because you won't see anything for now. Countdown going. And I hope the game is actually working and not crashing or anything. We have Chinese against Goth. And this is not really a good matchup for the Chinese because Goth infantry should be a lot stronger. At least that's what I caught from the chat in Jon Snow's Twitch stream. So what's going to happen? Jon Snow is going to try for some crazy aggressive strategy. I don't even remember exactly what happened in his first game. I guess something like Siege Tower Castle drop. Was that the idea? I think that was the idea. So let's fast forward here. It doesn't really matter how the maps look like. You can see the timer is running really fast. Jon Snow is going for the boars here, 21 population, everything normal, going for one lumber camp only, putting villagers on gold, and now going with 2 villagers, 3 villagers on stone, feudal age on the way for both players. Now MbL on the other side, the main gold for him is 4 and a second stone outside, but he's got a main stone safe in the back, and he's 2 villagers on that stone, wants to get a castle up as the god here, or maybe go for a big boom. And castle it for Jon Snow first, but MbL is not far behind, and we are going to see villagers moving forward from Terra any second now. And there they are. That's a total of, oh wait, those are 10 villagers. I guess that's the normal number because there is 10 space for 10 villagers in the siege tower. We have Jon Snow with the siege workshop, the siege tower coming up, and I think at this point in the game I can slow down maybe to like 65. Go to MbL's point of view, and now you can see MbL, I think, realized immediately, oh, there's the siege tower standing on my wall. There's a castle coming up for Jon Snow. Double watchtower defense, fletching on the way for these watchtowers, and that's a lot of villagers here from MbL. It's like 14, 15 villagers trying to defend. He's also sending villagers to start the attack. Loom not done for MbL. That's actually dangerous, but there's the watchtower up. Second watchtower also, and Jon Snow is trying to finish this castle, but he's only on 80%. And villager numbers are not looking good. He's losing more and more. These towers are filled with villagers. That's 5 plus 5. And Jon Snow is losing the villagers at 95%. So this is pretty much GG already. What is Jon Snow doing? You suck for MbL. That was the first game, so you're a Scandi. We all have issues. MbL obviously walling this. And Jon Snow is saying, okay, I'm not giving up. I want to get that castle up. That's 11 more villagers getting dropped in again. And MbL realizing and going for the quick walls. A house, another house. So this is completely walled. Villagers attacking, but there's the watchtower still hitting those villagers, and there is 2 villagers building behind this. Jon Snow is even going farther around. He wants to go around here. MbL doesn't have villagers close, but those 2 villagers could do it. And we're going to see a palisade here, and a villager winner of the tower, I think. And now the castle is completely walled, and Jon Snow is calling it GG. That was the first game, the first troll game. There's a second to follow. That was maybe not funnier, but there are also on the, let's say, standard troll strategies. And when I tell you that this game is between Persians and I don't know what, I think it was it Berbers even? Could have been Berbers, we're going to find out in a few seconds. Then you know what's coming up, it's the standard Persian douche, of course. Kokolina would be proud, but also this game, more or less a troll strategy. Persians against Berber this is, and the players are really close. That's why Jon Snow didn't want to go for a boom and instead wanted to go aggressive. Actually, the douche means we're going to see the start of a trush, more or less, and after the trush, Jon Snow is going to try and build a TC next to MbL's TC, actually, the thing is, MbL's map is looking quite good here, and he's got a very nice double wood line, one on the left, one on the right, so it's easy to defend, it's easy to wall. Loom on the way for John Slow, MbL going on 26 population at least, and has the main stone forward, golds in the back here, and that second stone I think was outside, but on the far side. Now there's the market coming up, towers coming up, John Slow is moving in, and the second tower on the way is starting to attack that house to go through. One watchtower for MbL on the way. Is it going to be enough? It doesn't look like he's going to finish it without trouble, but now the tower from John Slow is attacking a house here. MbL trying to quick wall, and there is another house, 16 HP. TC coming up for John Slow, but it was in the dark. You only now saw that TC is here. Another house, and MbL is doing what he needs to do. He's just stopping anything. That was a perfect gate. John Slow is still trying to find a spot for his TC, but there's so many villages around, and now finally he's going to try to put it to the north, to the other side, but MbL has so many villages here that John Slow won't be able to get that castle and TC up. There's one palisade only, and there's another watchtower coming up from MbL, so John Slow, a failed Persian douche. That's why I showed you game 3 first, because it was a good one. Hope you enjoyed this little video. See you in the next games. GG.